I like to describe financial literacy as money smarts. We spend so much time on reading, writing and arithmetic, but very little do we learn about responsible money management and self-reliance. I'm so passionate about this subject because I see just what a difference it can make to people's lives. Get this stuff right from an early age and it leads to a life of options and opportunities. You know, the life you want, the travel you want, the home you want. Make money mistakes early on, however, and can plunge you into debt, which is incredibly expensive to fight your way out of and can hold you back forever. What students really need to realise, though, is that they have one massive asset that their parents don't have. That asset is time. The earlier you start, the easier and the cheaper it is to achieve the life that you want. Teaching kids about money used to be as simple as, here's the envelope with our cash for the week. When it's gone, it's gone. But nowadays you rarely see cash at all. We use credit and debit cards, we online bank, and increasingly we're going to be transacting via mobile phones. So it's incredibly challenging for parents to get across this message of money and the fact that it runs out. Not only that, we've got technology traps these days. We've got in-app purchases and unfathomable mobile plans. Parents really need a strategy to produce fully functioning financial citizens these days. From the earliest age, even pre-primary, parents need to be instilling in their children the idea that money runs out. You need to make it stretch. What's more, money is earned, it's not just bestowed, and pocket money is a fantastic teaching tool in this respect. I believe that children should have to work for it. Finally, plastic is not fantastic. It's really important that you talk to your children and let them know that your credit and debit cards are preloaded with cash. There's money on there because to a child, it can look like a fairy tale. Wave a magic wand, bag the goods, take them home. In later primary and even middle school, your focus in terms of money education needs to change. First, vital lesson, tablets are not just for Minecraft. They're also for running your financial life. Then you need to get across this idea that waiting works wonders. Spend 5 minutes with a child and you can understand that instant gratification is inbuilt. We are hardwired to want it. So you really need to teach your child that delaying gratification can lead to a much bigger payoff. High school is when you get down to the detail, right? This is where you can try and get them across the idea that if you stash cash from an early age, this is the secret to success. So stashing from, say, age 10 to age 50, just $1 a day lands a child with $60,000. Imagine if someone had told you that when you were little. Imagine what you could have done with that. Then it's the concrete details. In years 11 and 12, we first come across money with our first taste of independence and what we can achieve with it. It's all about then making sure that your child has the right pay, gets the right super entitlements, and also giving them the tantalising, terrific and specific rewards that will motivate them to save. The car, the schoolies, find out what it is that's going to drive them to start these early habits which are going to set them up for life. There are some great online tools and even games associated with kids' bank accounts, and this is a fantastic opportunity to associate tablets with banking and saving money rather than gaming and spending money. Just a little word of warning here though. Banks create these incredible tools because lifetime loyalty secures them, by my calculations, an average $82,000 in extra interest from the average Australian. So make sure you supplement this incomplete education that the big banks will give your child with the idea that you need to make sure you get the best interest rates and the lowest fees on every product. Don't stick with the one bank because that's what they're trying to do. Brand loyalty is established by age 8 and that's why they're spending so much money in this area. In terms of the independent apps that are out there, Pogo Pig Savings is a great free tool to teach your child, very young children in fact, about delaying gratification and the rewards that you can get. It's incredibly simple, but it's a useful learning exercise. Then as they get older, iAllowance is an American app. It's $4.99 US for the full thing, but it's a great way of keeping track of chores and allowances and just what your child is working towards. I have many teaching tips for parents, but just a few of them. Use food as a proxy for pay, okay? For example, chocolate and money. You need to eke it out because it's very sad when it's gone, isn't it? So teach your child about delaying consumption, about the benefits of that. It's very similar concepts. Good wealth is actually quite similar to good health, and there are also parallels with the good attitudes that promote good study practices and success in school as well. Remember that you are your child's first experience of debt and spending. They watch and model everything you do and say. So model good money behaviour. Explain when you flash the plastic that it's preloaded with cash, or that you're going to pay it off within the 55 days interest-free period, which I assume you're going to. Make sure that you don't say things like, we don't have enough money, but you know what, we're going to do it anyway. Let's throw caution to the wind. You could be creating an attitude problem that could really hurt them in the future. Explain when you are using tablets and technology for banking and financial management, because they probably assume you're using it for gaming and fun things. How would they know the difference? And take advantage of the apps and the tools that are out there to really get them thinking about banking and their lives, even competing against themselves for the money that they can raise, and getting a bit competitive about the interest rates they can earn too. Turn it around and use technology to your advantage. Try my pocket money challenge. So give them the option at the beginning of a month of $40, say, in pocket money, or $10 for the next 4 weeks. Watch them choose the $40 and blow it in 1 week, and then have nothing left for the next 3 weeks. And they'll learn a crucial lesson very quickly and brutally about the fact that you have to make money stretch. For parents, of course, the challenge is to resist giving them more money. Don't do it, because that could actually be creating a debt dependency down the track. Target a big family goal, like a trip to Disneyland, and then every time your child spies something yummy or shiny at the checkout, give them the option that you'll actually buy it for them, or you'll put the equivalent amount of money in their piggy bank or in their bank to spend at Disneyland on the fantastic things available there. Then track that really closely, either online or old school on the wall. Give them that strong motivation to delay instant gratification. Something like Disneyland, that ought to do it.